Hi y'all, I'm Horizon and here's my coming out story. I don't know where to start. Why am I doing this video? That's a great question because it's Pride Month! We love Pride, I guess. Yeah, I like Pride. It's cute. I just don't like the like capitalize off of it. That's a little like, but Pride's great. Um, yeah, I just want to share my coming out story because like, why not? That the question. So, when did you know? When did I know? I knew. I think it was Johnny Bravo. Was how I knew. That's not a cartoon. Oh, that's embarrassing. But yeah, started with like Johnny Bravo. I was a kid. Johnny was banging. Johnny Bravo, Kronk from Cusco's New Groove, the security guard man, the black one from Lilo and Stitch. I thought he was hot when I was younger. Like I have a type. Megan doesn't have a type, but like, woo, yeah. So I knew when I was younger, but it never like it would just go over my head. I didn't think much of it. I was just like, okay, they look good. I just kept on going. It was never like, yeah, I'm gonna do something with this attraction. I didn't start doing stuff about that until I was in like 6th grade, I think, and that was when no, it was 6th grade. Yeah, it was 6th grade, and that's when like the dating shows were really popular, like Tila Tequila, Shut Up Love. It was like the two white twins had a dating show. Flavor of Love, I Live in New York, like those like the real world, all the like trashy TV that was on like MTV and VH1. I was watching that, and that was when I discovered. I was like, oh no, I like men. Next from MTV, that's when I discovered I like men. Ooh, man, yum 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 yum. Yeah. Eventually, you know how you word your little Google searches very cryptically so like your parents won't catch. I tried doing that. It was bad. I'm just thinking about how badly it was worded. But anyway, that eventually turned into me watching porn. I was like, yep, this is it. I'm gay. Yep. I didn't have a hard time accepting it for myself. I was just scared of how the world was gonna see me because I knew. Because I was never like, oh my god, I can't be gay. I was just like, oh, I guess I'm gay. There's a moment where I was like, I think I'm bi, because there's been a few women I was like, yeah, I think I'm attracted to them. This is when I was in like middle school, and I don't think it counts. So yeah, I was like very solid. I was like, yep, man. I think 8th grade. Because I was like, yep, man. I think it was eating me up inside. I remember that. I tried to hold it in for like a few years. I think it might have been like 7. The first time it came out was to someone at a dance studio I was dancing at in 9th grade. And the way I came out, I was like, hey, I think her name was Erica. I was like, hey, Erica, I gotta tell you something. She was like, yeah, what's up? You can tell me anything. I was like, Erica, I think I'm gay. And she was like, yeah, I knew that. I was like, No, if someone comes out to you, don't be like, I knew that. I mean, after that, she was like, yeah, there's no big deal with that. Like, I still love you for who you are, XYZ. I was like, okay, great. Like, I feel like most of my coming out has been, I'm gonna say successful, where it's like, I, like, I didn't have to change myself to be around the people that I know and love, which I'm very grateful for. Not everyone gets that nice, sweet experience in that sense. But being out has had its challenges. I'll get into that like a little briefly later. So that was the first time it came out. It was like sometime in like my 8th, 9th grade, something like that. And then I remember coming out to my mom. I was in 9th grade. I think it was the day after my birthday. And it was eating me up inside. Because I was trying to tell her for, I think it was a few months I was trying to tell her. And every time I was like, you gotta assume the worst is gonna happen. Because I thought I was gonna get kicked out of my house or something because of that. Because the way I grew up, like, the idea of being homophobic was kind of like normalized growing up based on like the culture that we lived in. Especially with like the trash reality TV where like the F word was flinged around everywhere, they got the T word, things like that, and like slurs are just like, yeah, like people just call people slurs like regularly, like even the R word was like just thrown around. So I grew up with that, and, like my parents, my family, my sister, like things like that, like it was always said growing up. I was like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't tell them about this. Then I did. 9th grade, day after my birthday. What did my mom say? Okay, that's great. You still gotta go to school. Like,
I love it.
I was like, okay. She's like, yeah, I don't really care. Like, it wasn't like I don't really care. She's like, yeah, I still love you. I don't really care about that. Like, you're still my son. It is what it is. I kind of knew. I was like, great. Then I went to school. And that was that. That's all the... Once it came up to my mom, I didn't really care. Like, I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm gay. Well, I was really openly gay because when I was in 9th grade, I went to a charter school. And then 10th grade, I went to performing arts school. And that was like, you could raise your freak flag high, like, at a performing arts school. So I was just like, yeah, I'm gay, like everyone there. I was like, oh, wow. Like, it was normal. So I didn't have to, like, hide myself that much in high school. I think the thing is, like, coming out is never like a one-time thing because it's just assumed by a lot of people that like you're supposed to be straight, even though like that's changing for sure, but I don't think it's a shocker with me, so it's kind of like it is what it is with me. But coming out isn't a one-time thing for sure, and I've been very open with my sexuality for a while now. I'm gonna say a while now, but the challenges that I faced with that are hideous. Since I was always told like you have to be a man and you can't be doing this thing because you're a man. I'm just like, I don't know where I want to be. So that's when, like, I was like a gender questioning kind of person for years. It was like throughout a lot of college. I was like, I don't think being a man is like me. Definitely in college, but like, it was just to the point where like I was always faced with people challenging my masculinity, my manhood, things like that, my macho, like XYZ. They're like, why can't you just be more masculine and XYZ? And I'm like, it doesn't matter. That's why. And I'm like, I don't know. I just always stuck to like being who I am, and it's got me far sticking to my like who I am and not like changing myself for people. I've been so lucky and blessed to be able to do this and not like go through a whole damn lot, but It's hard. It's hard though. It's been hard though. I can say that because the way I've been pulled to the side and be like, if you, essentially like people don't say this straight up, but the amount of people who pull me over for I'm a dancer, so like I like a lot of classes I take, and they'll be like, if you were just a little more masculine, or you look more like this, or if you acted more this way, you'd be more profitable. That's like the overall like message I've received from so many dance teachers for countless years. I think that's like one of the biggest challenges I face with being out. There's a lot of other people who are out and look a certain way, have it easier when you look like what gay is supposed to look like compared to when you're gay and also maybe like fat or what is the neurologically challenged? I'm not, but like things like that, like when you have like certain intersecting identities coming together. There we go. Because I am being gay, being black, and I'm usually never the fittest in a room of dancers on top of that. So that was it's like triple homicide. Just double, triple. Dealing with that, man. I've been through some shit. I've talked about being pulled to the side a lot with so many people who are like, yeah, if you just like stop eating the way I've been told, like if you just stop eating as much, or if you just eat better, if you lost weight, like they don't say it like lose weight, because it's like that's, you can't really say that nowadays, but like the way it's been suggested for years now, it's kind of like, dang, can you like they'll suggest it, but like they're not trying to be there on your journey to improving yourself at the same time. I hate
Do you feel like that's a symptom, you only get that because you're gay? Do you think other straight men would not get that?
That's a good question. I feel like it's different. Because already there's a higher pressure to look a certain way in the gay community. So to not only have like gay people looking at you like, ugh, you don't look like what gay people are supposed to look like. And then you have people in like dance community be like, ugh, you don't look like what dance is supposed to look like, compared to like, I'm sure straight people face it too, but I feel like it's so different. Because the idea of like, what is that saying, like, straight skinny is a gay fat? Have you heard that before? But I brought up dance because I would be around people who were like outwardly flamboyant, like boisterously flamboyantly gay, but they were like tiny, so no one batted an eyelash at it, because it was like, that's what people who look like that are supposed to do. But me, I was like quiet, and I've never been like the tiniest person in a room since like elementary school. So people look at me and be like, because like if you come off as quiet, that's, you can kind of guise as not gay. It's like, okay, like maybe, but like they can play it off. So they were trying to push me and be like, yeah, you can like be like straighter if you looked better all of the time. I think that's like what I'm trying to get at.
You're expressing the different standards for the different quote types of gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've experienced like a different, just standard, especially in the dance community. Because like, you're not twink, but you're not butch, but you're not, it's like,
yeah.
so which one?
I've always I'm a floater. I've always been a floater. I think you know I've always been a
Yes.
floater. Because I can interchange in so many things. So the way that a lot of my identity is not identifiable to people frustrated people, and I've gone through a lot because of it. Overall, all in all, my coming out story has been, I just haven't apologized for being myself. That's all. I've just kind of been Horizon all this time. And as I was figuring it out, I wasn't ashamed to be like, yeah, I'm figuring things out. There was a good amount of years where I was like, I don't identify with being a man. I'm just genderqueer. I'm gender apathetic. I'm cis man. I still use genderqueer a good amount, but like I'm pretty cis, yeah. But it was the way masculinity and manhood was posed on me. I was like, I just don't think this is for me because it doesn't feel right. So, point being, even during the process of figuring things out, I never tried to like apologize for it. I'd be like, oh yeah, I don't know. Like I never cowered down to it. I was like, I don't know, I'm figuring it out. Even when I was like trying to figure out my sexuality when I was in like 5th, 6th grade, people be like, so what exactly are you? What do you like? And I'm like, I don't know yet. That was my answer as like a 6th grader. I don't know yet. Most people be like, I'm bi. I said I'm bi for maybe like a week. And I was like, I don't think bi is for me. I just don't know yet. And they're like, okay. And like, they will go around to their friends and be like, yeah, he's gay. And I was like, I don't know what I am. I just never felt the need to apologize for it because everyone's figuring things out. And sometimes things take time and more experiences to figure out what the F is going on with life, you know? Yeah. That's kind of my coming out story. It's not dark and twisted like a lot of people. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm very glad about that. 'Cause the idea of like black trauma porn being such a big thing nowadays is like, we don't need it. There's so much of it. Like, let's get some uplifting stories out there. Because we need those too. Just like we have other counterparts that have tons of uplifting stories. We need our fair share as well. Hopefully this contributes to it.
All stories are important.
All stories are important. The black stories, my story that we're talking about right now, not just black stories, my story. I'm Horizon Miguel. I'm gay. And I'm here. I'm not apologizing for it. Thank you. Oh my god, yeah. Can you like, comment, and subscribe? Hello. Whatever the channel is named at this point, go subscribe to this, cause this is fire. Hello. Go to my Instagram at The Holy Horizon.